Obadelli Thompson and Matt Shirvington. He's in the final. There's Obadelli Thompson on the right of screen. He'll go for Barbados. Frankie Fredericks, Namibia. There's Obadelli. They've never won the 100 metres. Barbados, in fact, they've only got a medal once in the Commonwealth Games, and that was Anton Norris, who was third in the high jump in 1962 and 66. What a moment, Jane, for Matt Shirvington. He's in there with the big boys.
And he's in lane 6 for a very good reason. He was one of the top 4 qualifiers, and they will draw 3.
Atto Bolden and Frankie Fredericks.
Yeah, well, I thought that Fredericks had his chance to beat Bolden in the semi-final. Bolden winning in 9.96, Fredericks in 9.98. There wasn't much between them. There's the scene here at Bukit Jalil. Here's the start list. Darren Campbell from England in 1. Eric Nkanza from Ghana in lane 2. Atto Bolden in lane 3. Obadelli Thompson lane 4. Frankie Fredericks 5. Matt Shirvington from Australia in lane 6. Chris Donaldson, New Zealand, lane 7. And Marlon Devonish from England in lane 8. It is a fair field.
I must say that although Bolden beat Fredericks in the semi-final, I think Fredericks is a pretty cool cat. And if he felt that it wasn't worth expending that energy to get past him, I think he'd save it.
Darren Campbell there in lane 1. His coach, Linford Christie, has won the last 2 Commonwealth Game 100-metre gold medals, winning in 90 and 94.
Also holds the game's record at 9.91. Could be given a shake here tonight.
This is Nkanza. He's 4th in the African Championships, semi-finalist in the World Championships. There's Atto.
Been some conjecture about how to pronounce his name, but David Colbert did go up and ask him the other day, and he said, "It's not Otto, I'm not a car. It's not Otto, I'm Atto."
Well, he's the bronze medalist in the 100 and 200 in Atlanta. He's the fastest man in the world this year. There's my man, Obadelli Thompson.
Very keen on this man, David.
Well, I just love the way he ran in the second round. 10.09, and he ran 10.08 in the semi-final. If there's one doubt about him, it's that he can rise to the occasion, because Fredericks and Bolden have been there at the very, very highest level. When the pressure has been on in the 100, Bolden and this man Fredericks have proven that they have what it takes.
Well, the biggest cheer in the stadium has been for Fredericks. There's our boy, though, Matt Shirvington, the golden boy of Australian sprinting.
Only 19 years of age. If you had have told him, I'm sure, 12 months ago that he would have been lining up, having qualified 4th for the final at the Commonwealth Games, he would have laughed at you. Chris Donaldson, run a personal best already, has a national record of 10.11 to aim at. And Marlon Devonish from England makes up the field.
6th in the European Championships, Devonish, so a good athlete. Trinidad have won this event once to Mike Agostini. It was way back in 1954, and Mike lives in Sydney. He's probably watching this. He'll be hoping that Atto Bolden can do the business for Trinidad. Barbados and Namibia have never won the 100 metres.
David, I would be hoping you'd be thinking that Matt Shirvington could do the business if he lives in Sydney.
Well, I think we'd be hopeful for Matt Shirvington, but the task might be a bit much for him here.
He's done a phenomenal job just making the final, and congratulations go to him on that. This is all a bonus.
Well, here we go. We started with 59 men. We're down to the last 8. This is what we wanted. We've got Shirvington there in the final, but we've got Bolden, we've got Thompson, and we've got Fredericks. We've got it all. Away. Bolden got out brilliantly. So did Shirvington. Fredericks going quickly with Thompson. It's Bolden in front. Thompson comes at him with Fredericks, then Shirvington, but it's Atto. Atto Bolden first, and he's run 9.88. Excuse me. Shirvington's run 4.
It's a new games record. Goodbye, Linford Christie. Hello, Atto. Look at that. Well.
You are the man.
It's Golden Bolden. Unbelievable performance.
It is Golden Bolden, but let's not forget our golden boy as well, Matt Shirvington, because he has run 4th and he just keeps getting better and better. It will be Thompson and Fredericks to fight out the silver and bronze, but there is the champ.
I tell you, Bolden got a phenomenal start, left Fredericks in the blocks, and so did Shirvington. You've got to take your hat off to Shirvington. He's come here and I would say he's gone very close to running another national record there tonight.
Well, officially, it's Bolden first in 9.88. It's silver for Fredericks, 9.96. Thompson third, 10 flat. And what about Shirvington? It's a new Australian record. He's run 10.03, the boy.
Well, Marion Warrenen is the only man ever, white man, to run 10 seconds.
He is 19 years old and has now run 10.03.
Unbelievable performance. It's a hot final. Campbell was fifth at 10.08.
Fantastic.
Addo Bolden, 9.88.
And the crowd are just loving it.
It's the second gold medalist for Trinidad in the 100 metres at the Commonwealth Games. Mike Agostini did it in 54. Addo Bolden has done it in 1998.
Sensational performance from Matt Shirvington. He is the second fastest white man in history behind. He missed the start of Adali Thompson, and Shirvington got away sensationally. And the second fastest white man in history, faster than Wells, faster than Borzov. He is now in the record books.
And to make it even more exciting, we've mentioned his age before, but he's only 19 years of age. Shirvington will go on and has already proven he is the best sprinter Australia has ever produced.
And Jane, right now he is with Amanda Depledge. Amanda, he's run 10.03.
10.03, Matt, that is just sensational. What a race.
It's unbelievable. Oh my God, it's awesome. Oh.
Take us through it, take us through the final, take us right through the 100 metres.
I walked out here and everyone was doing the wave and it was just tingled down my spine. And I don't know, I just felt really good over at the warm-up track before I came over and got on the blocks. I had a blind to start and I was out there and I felt Frankie next to me and I was just going with him and trying to stand up and
to think just one spot out of the medals. I mean, fourth, that's just amazing. It's great.
It's, I can't believe it.
You know, you're also the second fastest white man in history.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I mean, I've had such a good support system throughout, and I mean, thanks to everyone that supported me. But this one's for my girlfriend, Jess.
Matt, you know, the most exciting thing is that you're just 19 years old. What else have you got in store for us?
I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Hopefully more surprises.
Fantastic. Congratulations, Matt.
Thanks.
So sensational performance, and at sea level, there's Warrenen and now Shirvington. Petro Manea ran 10.01 at altitude. So probably he's the third fastest white man in history, but at sea level and in a major championship, it's blown us away, that.
Michael Kamel has done an absolutely brilliant job with both Shirvington and Dwyer here today. Remembering that Shirvington still has the 200 metres to run, but there's our fastest man in the Commonwealth, fastest man almost ever. He's beaten the championship record with 9.88.
David, your man for the final was Thompson. When he sits back and looks at the replay, he'll be disappointed with the start.
Well, he was gone in the first 5/100ths of a second because he missed the jump terribly, and you can't afford to do that. And the thing that impresses me so much about Matt Shirvington is that he has been so consistent. Jane, I can remember sitting in the Wide World of Sport studio saying, let's not get excited about Matt Shirvington after the trials. He might make the final, he won't get a medal. He's been out-dipped by Obadali Thompson by 3/100ths of a second. We don't know all that much, do we? Michael Kamel, he's an expert.
To put that into perspective, 3/100ths of a second is about 9 inches. So it's about a body width that he's been out-dipped by. So watch out, Sydney, is all I can say. Shirvington's done a fantastic job. To go through the other results, Campbell finished 5th in 10.08, which was a personal best. Nakansha 6th in 10.18. Donaldson 7th in 10.19, which is his second fastest time, and Devonish 8th in 10.22.
What about poor old Frankie Fredericks, the bridesmaid again? So many times. He was third in this race. Atto says, I can't hear you. Well, we're with you, Atto, because
you've done brilliantly.
We're so pleased that you came along with Frankie Fredericks and put on a show for us here in Kuala Lumpur. You've made the 100-metre final at the Commonwealth Games something to remember. You've taken the record from Linford Christie.
And he talked about Hazley Crawford, who's the most famous athlete in Olympic history, in Trinidad's history, really. He won the Olympic final in 1976.
Here is the official result. Bolden first in 9.88, Fredericks 9.96, Thompson third in 10 flat, Shirvington, look at that, 10.03, Darren Campbell 10.08, Nkanza 10.18, Chris Donaldson 10.19, and Marlon Devonish in 10.22. He is close to Amanda de Pledge. We've got the fingers crossed.
There's Murray Plant in the side there, famous in athletic circles, and John Smith, who is the coach of Nova Peris Kneebone, also Maurice Green, Mary Jo Perec, and now he's got the Commonwealth champion, Atto Bolden. And what a night it's been for Australia, with Kate Anderson winning the 5,000 metres, and then a sensational performance from Tanya Van Heer. Here's Shirvington in isolation. Let's look at him. He got the perfect start, Jane, and he is away. He looks a bit ragged, but it doesn't matter because he scoots down the track, the fastest we've ever seen from an Australian.
I tell you, once he gets up and running, he looks very, very good technically. I've seen him train a lot at Sydney Athletic Field with Michael Kamel, and they work on technique, and you can tell that it's come through there. I tell you, this was a fantastic test of Shirvington's medal.
I shouldn't say what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it. He will be in the 100-metre final in Sydney, and we'll have a white man from Australia in the 100-metre final for the first time since I can't remember.
And I agree with you. You've got to understand that male sprinters start to mature in their mid-20s and go all the way through to their mid-30s.
Heck Hogan was the last one, Phil May tells me, who was third in the 100 metres in 56. Thanks, Phil. And Matt Shirvington, we're going to put pressure on him over the next 2 or 3 years, but unbelievable. We're going to take a break from Bukit Jalil. We're going to have a rest. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment.